People in your book, A Little Light on Angels, who talk about these fears being pulled out of them, say the angels pulled out black cords out of their throats and poured golden liquid over their hearts. Now, some people might think that's absurd.
Some people will think it's absurd.
But is that how angels actually heal?
Very often, yes. This is what people have experienced, and that's why I've shared all these experiences in my books.
But is that literal, or is that a description of what they are imagining to be happening to them?
That's what they have felt, and that's their experience. And so I've honoured their experience by sharing it with their permission. And so many people have these experiences. I have bushels of letters every day from people telling me about all the wonderful and amazing things that have happened after workshops.
Now, in your books, you also talk about guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and God. What is the role of all these spiritual beings? Where do they all belong? What is the hierarchy?
Okay, every single person on this planet has a guardian angel. You have your own angel that's with you from birth and never leaves you and is standing beside you.
That's the guardian angel.
That's your guardian angel, and they have to stand and watch you making mistakes unless you ask. The moment you ask, they can step in to help you.
But why are they so polite? Why don't they just get in there and do the job?
You might well ask, but this is spiritual law.
Yes.
And so nobody can help another unless they ask for that help. And so they will honour and respect your free choice to make a mess of things.
Now, I was getting into this whole idea of angels when I was reading your book, A Little Light on Angels, until you got to the point where you talk of angels for parking spaces, angels that help you with your vacuuming, with your plumbing, with your traffic lights. I mean, why do they get themselves involved with such mundane tasks?
They will help to smooth your life in every area. I'll tell you a story. A dean of a cathedral near me phoned me up and asked me to lunch, and I've never had anything to do with the church, so I was thinking, whoa. And I had lunch with him. He was a delightful man, and he read A Little Light on Angels, and he had been brought up in the Christian tradition to believe that angels were a figment of the medieval imagination. I couldn't believe it when he told me this. And he read A Little Light on Angels, and he thought, no, it's not possible for this to happen. And he said, okay, angels, if you're there, I have to drive 100 miles to Oxford and just change the traffic lights green all the way to prove that you're there. And they did. I could not believe it.
Well, I'm going to try that one when I drive to the studio here on Thursday afternoon.
Do that, but don't test it too much, because we also have to act on faith and know that they're there. They'll do it once to show you, and they'll do it if you really need it. They will always smooth your pathway.
Okay, well, we hope they'll...